Live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real, where edutainment is what I do. Without further ado, let's do what we do. I am going to dive off into part 2 of a 3-part story arc. Now, before I dive off into that 3-part story arc, here's what I need y'all to do for me. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D Real page so that when new material comes out, y'all get alerts about it. Like this right here. Contest of Champions, issue 2, cover dated July of 1982. As we see, the games begin in earnest and in a major way. Let's get to it. Last time we left you, heroes all over the earth were gathered up to participate in a contest between the Grandmaster, and the Unknown. Okay. Meanwhile, the earth is being held in stasis as these beings wage this battle. And there have been 4 pieces of a globe that can restore life to an individual. And the Grandmaster wants to use that globe to restore his brother, the Collector. Didn't know they were brothers, did you? The Unknown, well, we're going to find out what the Unknown wants soon enough. And here we are, frenzy in the frozen north. The Grandmaster's team is Daredevil, Darkstar, and Talisman. The Unknown's team is Sunfire, Invisible Girl, and Iron Fist. Based on the characters who are fighting each other, it is pretty obvious who's going to square off with who. They're in the Arctic. Good grief. John Romita Jr. pencils. Love it. And there is Sunfire being Sunfire. It's cold, so the cold is incentive to hurry up and find what they need to find before they freeze to death. Sunfire should be fine since, he gives off heat. Susan Richards and Daniel Rand are introducing themselves to each other. Iron Fist must have superior mind, chi, focus, and control, because ain't no way I'd be standing out in the Arctic in house shoes. What? Comic books. Both of them shivering cold. So best to get started searching. Yeah, so before Iron Fist dies of hypothermia. Daredevil, on the other hand, they ain't as chummy, but Yep. Introductions. He's just Talisman. That's who I am. I'm from Australia, and I'm a shaman. So if he's a shaman, that means his powers are magical, mystical in nature. And there is Sunfire flying by. So they're like, oh, hey, wait a minute. We better get up in the air and follow him. Daredevil wants to work alone. And Talisman has given him that opportunity because his abilities require for him to be alone too. So that worked out perfectly. He's butt naked. He's going to freeze to death. And here we go. Sunfire, who we know to be brash, hot-headed, and arrogant, is going to do what? Of course, start drama. And Darkstar deftly dodges his atomic flame blast and launches some Dark Force at him. A whole hand of Dark Force at him. He like, oh, ish. But now they see, hey, on the ground, there's somebody walking around. We need to go find out who that is. And Darkstar's already fighting. And so Iron Fist like, yeah, we got to get into the fight. Plus, I'm cold. she turns invisible, so she's gonna do the sneaky invisible thing. And she's rolling up on Talisman. And so she wants to be extra sneaky and makes her some force field snowshoes. Little does she know, he is existing in something called dream time. So he can detect that Sue Richards is coming. And he's like, uh-oh, better get back up there, get in my body. What you want, girl? What? Why'd you just jump up? He's like, oh, she's invisible. All right, I see I got to do some stuff. And so he pulls out nunchucks. No, those aren't nunchucks. It's a bull roar. Okay, one of those things that make those funny sounds. Not a didgeridoo, but just one of them things that make a funny sound. And they are throwing off Sue Richards' perceptions. A bull roar, Turunjura. Okay, sure, why not? And Daredevil is trying to concentrate to find something, and Iron Fist rolls up on him. How do we know that fight was getting ready to take place? Sure, of course. All right. Iron Fist bowing. Daredevil like, I'm a boxer. But he like, man, even though I'm bowing, that don't mean you can just bum rush me. And Daredevil's throwing snowballs. And it works. They're going at it now. And their dark force is surrounding my man in the fist there. So what's going on? What's Sunfire gonna do? What Sunfire does, overcompensate. Boom, he explodes those atomic fires and exhausts the dark force. And that hits the ground and causes, well, not the ground, but the ice. And now we got a whole new problem. Folks about to be swimming, but Sunfire don't care. He is dead set on roasting Darkstar. But as we see, she's far from roasted. The bull roar has completely disoriented Sue Storm, but they don't see that crack in the ice coming. So she said, I can sense it. I don't know direction it's coming in, but if I put me a force field around myself, here we go. And he had to stop it with the bull roar because the ice is cracking underneath him. And he like, I got to get out of here. But she's out in the water, but she has her force field up. Daredevil, Iron Fist, going at it. And the ice cracked. Bam. Uh-oh. That kind of left him stunned. And Daredevil isn't as stunned, but he detected the prize with his senses. So he's going after it. And Iron Fist is like, where's he going? I'm going to follow him. And Sue Storm is like, okay, I'm going to go out onto the water. And she sees it also, and Daredevil sees it. And because Daredevil's crazy, he jumps into ice cold water to get it. Meanwhile, everybody's converging at the same time for the prize. Darkstar, she's converging for the prize. And so Sue Richards is helping by blocking those pincers, thereby aiding her teammate. Talisman is going to aid his teammates by simply putting Dreamtime into effect and disorienting everyone. She can't find it. Daredevil's even disoriented. So he's like, I can't get it either. And Talisman's like, well, everybody else is confused, friend and foe. So I got to go get it. Not really. Daredevil's radar senses are going to focus and booyah. She's standing right next to it, but Daredevil gets it. And guess who wins that round? Round 1, Grandmaster. Round 2, Showdown in a Ghost Town. Unknown's team, Iron Man, Arabian Knight, and Saber. Ooh, Israeli and Palestinian. Wow. Okay. And then Grandmaster's team is Defensor, She-Hulk, and Captain Britain. Iron Man is introducing himself. Saber is introducing herself. And the Arabian Knight is like, I ain't gonna fight amongst the Jews. So they ain't getting along anyway. So they have an Arab-Israeli conflict right here in the middle of cosmic stuff. Even that got people up against each other at odds. So they like, I can't work with you. I'll be a part of your team, but I ain't gonna work with you. That's not good. And he seams Salabeams his carpet and takes off. So Iron Man's like, whatever. Meanwhile, Defensor is introducing himself as Gabriel Carlos Dante Sepulveda of Brazil at your service. You may call me Defensor. She like, yeah, that's better. I ain't gonna say all that other stuff. And Captain Britain's just hanging back like, whatever. If the costume don't tell you, I'm Captain Britain. And again, same kind of dynamic. All of these guys are going off solo rather than working as a team. Let's see how that plays out. There's Hulk, She-Hulk jumping. She tackles Arabian Knight off of his carpet. Look at that. Wow, they got that woman thing down pat, don't they? And his carpet saves him. Was She-Hulk trying to kill him? Was she gonna try to throw him on the ground? Wow, She-Hulk, a little bloodthirsty for you there, babe. And there is a female. And She-Hulk's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to check her out. And so she's jumping towards her. Wow, look at that color issue. When did she turn yellow? Anyway, she's got paralyzing quills that she shoots at people. And that's what she did to She-Hulk. And grabbed her. Iron Man searching. El Defensor. How did I know that the guy with the armor is going to fight the other guy with the armor? Iron Man's reminding El Defensor that they're all pawns in a contest. And so he's like, well, I'm going to go ahead and knock you out with this repulsor ray. But looky there. El Defensor. He's got the ability to repel things. Yeah, I wonder why. Maybe his armor is made of vibranium. And so they're having a barroom brawl, superhero style. Meanwhile, Captain Britain has got up there where old Arabian Knight is. And Star Scepter versus his scimitar. Meanwhile, up in the air, the quill effect has worn off of She-Hulk, and She-Hulk cracks Saber one. And she falls and lands on the carpet. So even though he doesn't want to assist her, he assists her. See, he's discriminatory, but he's not bloodthirsty. See, she'd rather be dead than saved by him. She's even got a Jew-fro. Wow. But they continue to fight. And of course, he's got the Arabian Knight in his feelings. That's never good in a fight. And so now he's coming to get Saber. But Sabra noticed that his scepter is the source of his power. I don't know how she noticed that, but she managed to take it. He's falling. Iron Man socks Defensor at just the right time, and him and Captain Britain go, yep. Britain's out. Defensor's too dazed. So that only leaves a certain green-haired lady. And she's searching. He busts in. They're both Avengers. Why are they fighting each other? She-Hulk taken down by a mere repulsor blast. Come on now, y'all. It's called Advance the Plot, gang. And while he's worried about how bad he hurt his teammate, the Arabian Knight sneaks in and gets the prize. And the contest stands at 1-1. Who do y'all think is going to win this contest? It's tied right now. Is the Grandmaster going to prevail? Or is the unknown going to prevail? Drop it in the comments. And as always, I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other. Tune in for the next episode.